It has been a long road to this day, but finally we are here. Welcome to the biggest day in American sports. Welcome to Super Bowl LVII. Tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs will battle the Dallas Cowboys in what is sure to be an exciting conclusion to the 2022 NFL season. We are live from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, the home of the Arizona Cardinals, which previously hosted Super Bowl XLII in 2008 and Super Bowl XLIX in 2015. Tonight's two teams have, in years past, etched their names into Super Bowl history. The Kansas City Chiefs played the very first Super Bowl back in 1967, and the Dallas Cowboys have been to the game 8 times before this, winning 5 of them. Let's start off by taking a look at the tail of the tape for tonight's showdown. The Cowboys represent the NFC, the Chiefs represent the AFC. Dallas finished the regular season with 12 wins and 5 losses. Kansas City had 14 wins and 3 losses. Coach Mike McCarthy and quarterback Dak Prescott will lead the Cowboys into this game. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, who's coming off of an ankle injury, lead the Chiefs. The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowls in their history, while the Chiefs have only won 2. Dallas, as I mentioned, has been to the big game 8 times before today. The Chiefs have competed 4 times, 2 of those coming in the past 4 years, 2020 and 2021, winning the first time, losing the second time. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, final pregame analysis and the kickoff for Super Bowl LVII. On February 13th, the superstars of World Wrestling Entertainment will bring the intensity with Universe Mode. You can catch all the action right here on the Beagle Sports Network. Welcome back to the State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where we're just a few minutes away from kickoff at Super Bowl LVII. But before we get underway, it's time to take a closer look at tonight's quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes will lead the Chiefs into this big game. In the regular season this year, he's completed 435 passes from 648 attempts, a completion percentage of 67.1, 5,520 yards, 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He is playing in the 3rd Super Bowl of his career tonight. Dak Prescott for the Cowboys is playing in his 1st Super Bowl. In the regular season, he completed 261 passes from 394 attempts, a completion percentage of 66.2, 2,860 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. There you have it, the stats for tonight's quarterbacks. So the teams are preparing to enter the field and the game is about to begin, so let's go down there to kick off Super Bowl LVII. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get underway in the 57th edition of the big game. We are live from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. If you are just joining us, the pregame has concluded, and we are ready to start the big game. The Kansas City Chiefs, the AFC champions, tonight battling the Dallas Cowboys, the NFC champions. We are honored and delighted to have you with us as we go to the coin toss. Kansas City will kick it away. Dallas will receive. America's team in the big game for the first time since the 1990s. The Kansas City Chiefs continuing what has been a bit of a dynasty for them. They were in the Super Bowl in 2020 and 2021. Missed out last year, back this year under the leadership of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. The Cowboys, on the other hand, are led by Dak Prescott, the quarterback, and the coach, who you can see there, Mike McCarthy. And we are just moments away from kickoff in the biggest event in all of American sports, the day that 100 million people look forward to. 100 million Americans at least, and many, many more across the world. Here we go. Harrison Butker to kick it away to Cavante Turpin. And he will carry it out past the 25, down to the 28 to send out Dak Prescott and the offensive line for the first time here today. In 2021, Prescott had 4,449 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and 410 completed passes from 596 attempts. This is the first Super Bowl he has played in. He's been a Cowboy his entire career. Mike McCarthy, the former coach for the Packers from Oh, wait a minute! Down goes Prescott. Sacked. Pushed back to the 18, and that is quite a way to start off the big game. Dallas now on 2nd and 20. Wow. Bolton gets the first big highlight of this game. Second and 20 at the 18 coming up for Dallas. As I was saying, Mike McCarthy coaches the Cowboys. He won the Super Bowl back in 2010 with the Green Bay Packers, which was actually played at the home of the Cowboys, AT&T Stadium. He was the coach for the Packers from, I believe, 2006 to 2018. Now he has led America's team back to the big game for the first time in a while. 3rd and 11 from the 27. Dallas hoping to convert. Prescott being pursued, goes back, and he just has to fire it away. 4th and 11. They will kick on their own 27. Andy Reid preparing to send out Patrick Mahomes for the first time here tonight. And the punter, if I said kicker, my apologies, it's easy to get them confused. But the punter coming out onto the field for Dallas. Catch is made and return for a couple of yards up to the 25. Here comes Mahomes in the offensive line. Mahomes in 2021 had 4,839 yards, 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, and 436 completed passes from 658 attempts. He has led the Chiefs to the Super Bowl in 2020 and 2021. A title in Miami, a loss in Tampa Bay, an elimination in the AFC Championship in 2022 to the Cincinnati Bengals. They won the rematch last week, and now they are back. And the Chiefs were long prevented from success by Tom Brady and the Patriots. But now that Brady has gone to Tampa Bay, well, now he's retired. But the Kansas City Chiefs dominating the AFC since the greatest of all time had gone to the NFC. But of course, as I mentioned, we received word earlier this week that he has retired. Whether it's real or not, whether he stays committed to it is what I mean, we'll have to find out. He announced the same thing last year in Conference Championship weekend, and he was back about a month later, if I recall correctly, so should be very interesting to see what happens there as Patrick Mahomes passes to number 87, Travis Kelce, to give the Chiefs a first down. From the 37, 90 seconds to go in this first quarter. There's the snap. And a very short pass. Gain of 5 on that play. McKinnon with the catch, his second of the day. It has been a long road to this day, a long NFL season, but finally tonight we will find out who the champion is. As Mahomes sends this one to the 50, and that'll give the Chiefs another first down. Coming up on the end of the first quarter here, perhaps time left for one more play. And there you see Mike McCarthy, obviously not too happy about that first down. Under 30 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, there's the snap. One more play to close out the first quarter, and it's a loss of 4. McKinnon with the catch to end this first quarter. 0-0 between the Chiefs and the Cowboys. No score. Second and 14 now. Mahomes stepping back to pass. Another short one to McKinnon. Up to the 49 of the Cowboys, but still not much of a... Well, it is a game, but starting with 14, it's now 9. They'll need quite a big play to convert. Third and 9 at the 49. Mahomes fires it away to Valdez-Scantling, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs, from out of nowhere, just like that. Kansas City getting the first score in this Super Bowl. Number 11, Valdez-Scantling, putting them in the lead, and this is why Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL today. Beautiful. From the 49 all the way to the end zone. Chiefs take the lead, and now they will take the kick. And it's good. Kansas City 7, Dallas 0. 8 plays and 76 yards. 4 minutes and 12 seconds on that scoring drive. And 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. Of course, the Apple Music halftime show with Rihanna, we will not be covering that. We'll be doing the halftime report instead, because this is YouTube and I'd rather not get flagged for copyright. At least not any more than I'm already going to. I anticipate it, but you never know. Carried out to the 19 on the return. Cavante Turpin once again as this game started. And now Dak Prescott leading America's team back out onto the field. Away it goes to number 88, Lamb. Prescott's first completed pass of the game. That'll make it second in inches. Sorry. That wasn't a pass. I don't know why I said that. First completed rush of the game. 9 yards. And no pass here either. Hands off to his right-hand man, Ezekiel Elliott, giving the Cowboys a first down, to the joy and delight of the Cowboy fans who have made the trek here to Glendale to witness the big game. America's team, once a dominant force in the NFL, have fallen out of their glory days. This is their first Super Bowl since the 1990s. 1995, I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1st and 10 on their own 33. And Prescott being pursued. He'll go down. Much like the start to this game. 2nd and 16 for Dallas. Coming up to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Tried to throw there, but his efforts thwarted by the 2 men that came after him. And now 2nd and 16. On the 27, this will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Away it goes, a long pass by Prescott. But I believe it was out of bounds as the 2-minute warning kicks in here. Indeed it was. 3rd and 16. Intended receiver made a dive, but I think he would have been out of bounds anyway. Handoff to Elliott, and Kansas City taking the first time out of this game for either team on a beautiful night here in Arizona. A capacity crowd, a sellout for the biggest event in American sports. This is the 3rd Super Bowl in this stadium's history. It's hosted other notable events as well. Final match of Shawn Michaels' career, or what was thought to be at the time, before he came back in 2018, losing to The Undertaker at WrestleMania 26. I had to mention that. And this will be a good time to mention WWE 2K Universe Mode, coming to the Beagle Sports Network on February 13th. 1st and 10 as the Chiefs have the ball again, and a big pass from Mahomes up to the 43-yard line of the Cowboys. Like I said, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL today. This is why. Beautiful spiral to the receiver. And a little celebration dance. Well deserved with a play like that. Past the 50, perhaps going for one more touchdown before halftime. They've got 1 minute and 15 seconds to do it. And away it goes! Wow! Up to the 10. And they are definitely trying to score again. As Tony gets his 2nd catch of the game. He caught the last pass too, and it's been a total of 63 yards. Mahomes is on fire at the moment, to the dismay of the Cowboys and their fans. 1st and 10 at the 10, just inches away from 1st and goal. As Mahomes steps back to pass, and the pass is caught by Travis Kelce in the end zone. Kansas City very quickly able to get back to the end zone. $13-0. And Andy Reid, you see there, obviously very happy about that. Trying to win his 3rd Super Bowl in 4 years. 1:06 to play. The kick is up, and it's good. Kansas City 14, Dallas 0. A 2-touchdown lead ahead of halftime for the Chiefs. And Prescott, when he steps back out onto the field, will be hoping to channel Patrick Mahomes and move up the field that quickly. He has 1 minute and 6 seconds to do it. We'll find out if he can, as Cavante Turpin gets set up to receive. There's the kick. And this will be carried out to the 23. 1 minute and 2 seconds to play in this first half. Can the Cowboys get their first score of the game? They've got 3 timeouts intact, and they'll use one of them there, a gain of 7 with that pass. Good view of the stadium. It is packed to the rafters. And why wouldn't it be? This is the big one. And the experience of a lifetime. Which is what you should get for ticket prices like that. Timeout taken by the Cowboys. Flash photography going off in the stands. Whether the old-fashioned way or done by smartphone. And at this point, I don't really know what I'm saying. But if you're a follower of this channel, you'll know that happens often. 1st and 10 at the 45. Away it goes! Caught! But caught out of bounds. Oh. Quite disheartening there. A big Hail Mary from Prescott. Trying to make it a 1-touchdown lead for Kansas City. Just couldn't stay on the field. Moving in, slides down for 2 yards. And the Cowboys not using the timeout, which is interesting. Kansas City really with no use for them. No huddle for the Cowboys, that explains it. And they'll take their last timeout now with 21 seconds to play in this first half. Third and 8. 21 seconds at the 46. There's the snap. And away it goes. Pass is caught. Now to the 35. But they do not have a timeout. And now 10 seconds. We will go to the halftime report. 14-0 Kansas City with the lead at the end of the first half. A 2-touchdown lead for the Kansas City Chiefs at halftime, 14-0 over the Cowboys here at Super Bowl LVII. In the first half of this game, the Cowboys snapped the ball 14 times and the Chiefs 11 times. Rushing plays have been few and far between, with 3 for Dallas, yielding 18 yards, and 1 for Kansas City, resulting in yards lost. There's been a lot of passing so far, with 11 passing plays for the Cowboys and 10 for the Chiefs. Dak Prescott has passed for 35 yards so far, but Patrick Mahomes definitely leads him in distance with 150 yards. After an incredible Apple Music halftime show performance from Rihanna, we're ready to kick off the second half, so let's go back down to the field as we determine this year's Super Bowl champions. There's the kick. And returned past the 20, up to the 23. Andy Reid talking things over with Patrick Mahomes before sending him back out onto the field as we begin the second half here at the Super Bowl. Mahomes coming off of an ankle injury, somehow still managing to make it all the way. And his incredible passing talent has given the Chiefs a 2-touchdown lead in this game. 7 yards there as the receiver spins through. 2nd and 3 coming up at the 31. 150 passing yards for Kansas City, only 35 for Dallas. There's the snap, and a quick toss from Mahomes will give them the first down. Patrick Mahomes, 12 for 12, 160 yards so far tonight. He will most certainly be the MVP if the Chiefs come away with the title tonight, and from the looks of this, I think they will. But we say anything can happen on this network. That is our motto, and we've definitely seen some interesting things in these playoffs. New York Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Only in a simulation would that happen, because in real life the Super Bowl is the Chiefs and the Eagles. But here, Dallas beating New York in the NFC Championship. Second and 1 at the 43. Excuse me. And now past the 50, up to the 48. Pacheco with the rush for 9 yards. Again, excuse me. Kansas City into the Cowboys' half of the field. Moving up to the 48. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now fired away. Did he get there? He was out of bounds, or at least that's the call. No replay, it seems, but I think that was a bit of a questionable call, just from what I saw. Maybe I'm wrong, I probably am, but just judging from my personal point of view. Second and 10, and a short pass leads to a loss of 3 yards. Cowboys pushing Kansas City back. And Mike McCarthy, you see there, quite happy about that. Coming up to the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, or the 2-minute warning, if you will. But the clock will not stop. Third and 13 at the 49. Mahomes steps back, fires it away. What a pass! And it was caught for a moment. But it's now 4th down and 13 for Kansas City. Incomplete. Would have been incredible if they were able to follow through, and it would have definitely been a third touchdown for the Chiefs eventually, but the receiver drops the ball, and now on 4th and 13, they bring out the punter. Out of bounds at the 19, and here comes Dak Prescott with the offensive line of America's team. And the Cowboys getting the ball for the first time in this second half. They'll have to do something big if they want to take home the Lombardi Trophy. Fired away by Prescott to Gallup. Up to the 33, giving the Cowboys another first down. As we take a look at the replay, Prescott finally getting a chance to play in the big game. Selected by the Cowboys in the 2016 NFL Draft. Cowboys have been eliminated year after year in the playoffs, but finally getting to the big game for the first time since the 90s. Just over a minute to go. Prescott hands off to Ezekiel Elliott, who gets up to the 36. A gain of 3 on that play. 4 rushes today for Elliott. A total of 19 yards. 2nd and 7. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. 30 seconds. There's the snap. And Prescott waiting, finds his man. And it'll give the Cowboys another first down in what quite possibly was the last play of the third quarter. 14-0, Kansas City with a 2-touchdown shutout lead in the Super Bowl after 3 quarters of football, 15 minutes gone, 5 minutes to go. What can you do in 5 minutes? We're about to find out. Cowboys hoping for an unprecedented comeback here at Super Bowl 57. 1st and 10 for Dallas at the 48. Handoff to Ezekiel Elliott from Prescott, and a gain of 5 on that play. Cowboys moving up to Kansas City's 47. 2nd and 5 coming up. There's the snap. And Prescott will fire it away. Intended for Gallup, but he was a bit preoccupied at the time, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 5 now for Dallas. If I were Prescott, I wouldn't go with a long pass. Just an inside run or something like that. But we'll see what he does. Here on 3rd and 5. Stepping back to pass. Fires it away! And it's caught in the end zone! Touchdown, Cowboys! Wow! Michael Gallup with the reception. We'll go to the next gen stats on that one. Whoa! Away he goes to the end zone before Prescott threw. Air distance over 60 yards. Unbelievable. Unbelievable play. 69 air yards. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. That might be one of the greatest plays in Super Bowl history. Win or lose, no matter what happens here, the Cowboys will go down in the record books, in the annals of NFL history, for that incredible pass. Prescott to Gallup for the first score of the game for the NFC champions here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like the call stands. The kick is good. And it's a 1-touchdown gap. 6 plays, 81 yards, 2 minutes and 21 seconds in that scoring drive. 4 minutes and 8 seconds for the Chiefs to lock down the Lombardi Trophy. Cowboys praying for an interception, because what we've seen from Mahomes and the offense, they're good. I'll just say that. They are really good. And an interception might be the only hope that the Cowboys have here. A 1-touchdown lead, 14-7 for Kansas City. 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. And this will be carried out past the 15, up to the 19. And here comes Patrick Mahomes. What a season it has been, and we are glad that you joined us for it here on the Beagle Sports Network. And the National Football League, as long as we are standing, will still be standing next year. We'll see you in September, either at Arrowhead Stadium or AT&T Stadium, depending on what happens in these last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 2nd and 6, handoff, and no gain, no loss. 3rd and 6. And maybe the Cowboys won't have to rely on an interception. Maybe I overestimated the offense of the AFC champions. Inside the final 3 minutes of Super Bowl 57. Capacity crowd here in Glendale to witness something they will remember for the rest of their lives. Chiefs get the first down here. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second catch of the day, 12 total yards. Chiefs move up to the 32. .210 to play, which means this will most likely be the last snap before the 2-minute warning. 3, 2, 1, there it is. And the handoff from Mahomes as the 2-minute warning kicks in. Gain of 3 for the Chiefs. Second and 7. Handoff once again, and he'll break away past the 50. McKinnon getting up to the 46. Dallas using their first timeout. And it's looking pretty good for the Chiefs at this moment in time. They've just got to hold the ball for 1 minute and 52 seconds. Another score here, be it a field goal or a touchdown, would secure the victory. But even without that, it is looking pretty good and highly likely that the Chiefs will win their second Super Bowl in 4 years. Loss of 3 on that play, however, as another timeout is taken by Dallas. 1 timeout remaining, which they could end up harming themselves if they do in fact get the ball back. No timeouts, all you can do is go out of bounds. 2nd and 13, handoff to McKinnon. He goes down, and Dallas using their final timeout of this game. 3rd down coming up for the Chiefs. 3rd and 14, 1:45 to play. Ball at the 50-yard line. There's the snap and the handoff to McKinnon. Mahomes not learning from his previous mistakes, and the Chiefs now on 4th down. I don't think that they can get a field goal here. It would be quite ambitious to attempt that. So the Cowboys will take the ball for what will most likely be the final time in this game. Andy Reid sending the punter out. Just over a minute to play in this Super Bowl. And I remind you, the Cowboys have no timeouts left. If they want to stop the clock, they have to go out of bounds, and they'll be starting from the 2-yard line. Well, the punter certainly did his job there. And all hope at this point seems to be gone for Dak Prescott and company. But you never know. We've seen miracles before. We could see one again. 60 seconds to tie it up, or take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Prescott moving forward. Gain of 5 with that quarterback rush. Moving up to the 7. There's the snap. I apologize. What a pass! Up to the 35 now. But with less than 30 seconds to go, there's only one thing they can do, and that is throw a Hail Mary. Nothing to lose at this point, because they're already losing. 12 seconds, no huddle for the Cowboys. One last play, one last chance in this Super Bowl. And a short pass to Ezekiel Elliott will close out the 2022 NFL season. For the second time in 4 years, the Kansas City Chiefs are Super Bowl champions. Patrick Mahomes taking his second title in his third Super Bowl, the confetti beginning to rain down upon the field here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The Chiefs are champions. Mahomes and Prescott embracing each other in a display of sportsmanship, and there you have the man who will most likely be crowned MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Number 15 does it again. The Kansas City Chiefs will be taking the Lombardi Trophy back to Arrowhead Stadium. Thank you for watching throughout this season, from September all the way to February. We will see you next fall on a Wednesday night at Arrowhead Stadium. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, from Super Bowl 57, good night, everyone, for the Beagle Sports Network. What a game. Final score, Kansas City 14, Dallas 7. The Chiefs are the champions.